Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's Wednesday. Yes, you're right. It is August 17th, and it is the first episode of the third season of 773 Songbird Sessions! Okay, my heart's gonna explode. Y'all already know how emotional I get about this, but this is season 3, guys. This is 3. This is real deal Holyfield. I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna do my couple little announcements. I need to shout out my team. I have to take a second to start with ROB, because this is his space. This is his that's his camera that I look so delicious in. Yes, yes. ROB, thank you. I love you. And Mel, huh? What'd you say? Because it sounded like you asked if lashes were activated, because they are. Boom, you see them. Melanie Hunt has been beating this face and doing this hair for 3 seasons, guys. And when we first started, she was super shaky about it. She didn't even want to do it. And now look at us. Look at us. Out here slaying. I love you. To Edward Taylor. To Young Vet himself for dealing with me and all of my font particular things. Y'all, I am annoying as hell behind the scenes. And this man deals with me personally and professionally. I love you so much, baby. To Anna, Andrew, Jess, thank you so much. To little Alex, everybody who's ever worked on the set. We've had a few people just come in and out and just hang out, and I appreciate it. To everybody who's been on the yellow wall, thank you so much. To people who want to come on the yellow wall, thank you so much. To the fans watching, really, 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 I thank you. Like, I'm very, very, my lashes are activated. Stop making me cry. I'm really excited for this season because it's going to be the best one yet. And the first 2 that we had were so fire, so how do you make fire hotter? I got questions. Hello. I do want to tell y'all we do have a website. What? You got a website? Yes. We got a website, 773Songbirdsessions.com. You can check out old episodes. You can get a playlist. I created a playlist of just a few songs from different performers in the past, guests in the past. And so if you want to check them out or check out pictures or learn about the team or buy some merchandise. What? You have merchandise? We have merchandise. I don't know if you can see this behind me. Can they see this behind me? Look it. You see that? That's a 773 Songbird Sessions with me, JOLIN Rosario. Hello. If you're new to the show, let me tell you a little bit about it. I have the privilege and the pleasure of of having conversations with friends, with people who are incredible artists in Chicago. This is a safe space for creatives, and if you're interested in being on the show, please reach out to me. My links are everywhere. Or you can go to the site. What? Because we got a site? Yes. If you want to sponsor me, that's cool too. We definitely take donations and sponsorships. Please reach out to me at 773Songbirdsessions@gmail or at Rob or to Rob on the Logan Square Creative page. Also, I want to just take a second to really let people know that I am grateful. I really am grateful, and I was put in a funny position that really forced me to see that this is exactly what I asked for. So please, if you love God and that's who you ask things for, understand that his promise will always come true. His promise will always manifest. Somebody told me that, and that's going to be my hashtag for the rest of the year. Okay, I'm done being sappy. It's time for the good stuff. Do something today to make you smile, because baby, I know I'm about to. Y'all, I don't even know like how to introduce this man, because he is so incredible, okay, that I feel like I'm going to do him an injustice. So I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to go, if you're sitting down, get up, unless you're driving. If you're driving, pull over and get up. Put your hands together everywhere you are for the one and only JAHARI the hippie, 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 hippie. We finally did it.
We finally did it. I'm on the yellow holler. The yellow wall of happiness.
Yes, of
and the lashes are definitely activated, I will say.
Okay, you see these lashes, honey.
Shout out to Mel. She did an amazing job.
Thank you so much. Y'all, she's bookable. She's bookable. So look, I've been trying to get you on this wall forever, and you are just one busy bee, okay? You are one busy bee. Now, to catch you up on how my show works, I'm trapped in the 90s and 2000s era.
Good era.
So Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Oprah in the beginning, they all had cue cards. So I got cue cards. I call them my cheat sheets, okay? On my cheat sheets, I have a couple titles that you carry, just a couple, because you got a whole bunch of them. And I want you to tell me if I'm right, and then we're going to get into it, if that's cool.
Okay.
I have you down as a songwriter,
You're
as
right.
a creative director,
You're right.
and a rapper.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're about to get into it. You ready?
Let's get into
Let's
it.
have a conversation, shall we? So, what would you say your style is? First off, let's start there.
I feel like now where I'm at in my journey, I'm on a more alternative side because I fuse so much music into what it is that I do. So the baseline of it is hip hop, but it's hip hop drawn from pop inspiration, hip hop drawn from a neo soul perspective, hip hop drawn from R&B. My music is really inspired by all the music that I love, and I love all types of music. So the best way I can kind of describe it is more alternative and like not necessarily placing it in one box.
I love that. So you would consider yourself to be a creative who doesn't like to be boxed in.
Absolutely.
Right. And that's what I get from you. That's the vibe that I get, just free. And the hippie is for a reason.
Yes.
A lot of people who've never seen Jahari live, he likes to sit on the floor because he's a hippie. And every time you sit down, you go, I'm a hippie. And you sit on the floor. And it's my favorite thing to watch you do because I think it's so organic and so natural, and it's just such a beautiful thing to watch.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to talk about, in researching you, a lot of interviews, you said that people didn't know that you dance.
Yes.
And so it was dance first?
Yes.
And then lyrical,
Yes.
or visual, or what?
It was dance first. So I danced for the Chicago Multicultural Dance Center, Bryant Ballet, Homer Bryant, who was actually trained by Alvin Ailey. I danced in that company from the age of 10 to 18.
Wow.
When I was 18, I started dancing in drag pageants. For people who is familiar with the drag scene, Miss Continental was a really big pageant that happens here in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And I got my rearing and my footing there. And from there, I actually started Vogue dancing in the ballroom scene, where I became a legend. And in 2014, I had a surgery that put me down for like 4 months. But you know just as well as I know that as the creative, we have to have something that is fueling that side of us. And unfortunately, I couldn't use the movement to fulfill that side, but I had to find another outlet, and that's where the music came from.
So do you do production, or you do lyrics more?
I do lyrics more and vocal arranging.
And
but
vocal
I'm learning how to get in Pro Tools and like make my own beats, but it's a very arduous task. But I can hum the shit out of something.
Okay, I hear that. What was that? I would like to, if you feel comfortable with, just getting into the idea of after the surgery, right? So dancing has been your first love language, right?
Yes.
Music, I know that I heard, is kind of very embedded in your body. Your mom was always playing music, family's always playing music.
Yeah.
So when you have that immediate halt, that you almost feel trapped, when you put the pen to paper, what spilled out? Was it difficult, or was it literally like an ooze?
Ooh, it was actually really devastating at first, because to have something that you can always lean on. I'm a person that feels like art is therapy, so I don't have a therapist. You know what I mean? I don't have a counselor.
Yeah.
I didn't have a mother that was able to properly communicate what it is that she was going through and experiencing, because she wasn't provided with the proper tools. So dance was always my way of my escapism from that, or my way to like process my trauma. So when I didn't have that, it was traumatic for me. So I spent maybe those first 3 weeks after I got out of the hospital just kind of in the dark trying to figure it out. But like I said, you know, we're creative, so in the midst of like me wallowing in my own depression about me not knowing if I was going to ever be able to turn a step again, there was this 8 count that was just always in me, that was just kind of eating at me. And I'm like, okay, well, you know you can't dance, so how about you just write about what it is that you're experiencing? And in me writing, the writing turned into poetry, and the poetry turned into song. So the soundtrack kind of wrote itself.
So good. I really, like, my heart really wants you, whatever next project or pieces of a project, I really want you to call it that 8 count. Because every single interview I watch of you, it really, like, you light up when you say it. And I don't know if it's that your body remembers what that was for you, where it was like it needed that freedom. But I feel like that's a title for something for you, and I just wanted to share that with you. When it came to rapping, right, you're not the normal rapper, right? You got bars, but your delivery is different. So I love that you said that you were probably in the alternative bracket, if you had to be in a bracket. What was that feedback like?
People didn't take me serious at first, because you know, I'm honest about me before I allowed anybody else to like govern what my truth is necessarily going to be. So I know what this is. I don't wear who I am on my sleeve, and I'm very unapologetic about who I am. And unfortunately, up until very recently, we didn't live in a society where it was acceptable for a gay black man to be rapping and not going the Nicki Minaj route or like being really sexually ostentatious.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be conscious. I wanted to talk to my community. I wanted to talk about things that were impacting black and brown people and our issues and the different disparities that we went through. But I also had the understanding that it was a whole lot that met people at the door before me being talented. So I had to go like extra hard. I had to use all of that intellect that I had in school and put it down on paper. I had to make sure that when I opened my mouth and I spoke, that what was coming out of my mouth had to be that much harder, because I had that many more barriers lying in front of me before people even had a chance to listen. So.
And was that difficult for you to get to this point? The unapologetic point?
So no, and I say no because it was how I grew up. You know what I mean? I come from the hood of all hoods. Like, I grew up in Cabrini Green in the late 80s, early 90s. But my story isn't the story that is so many people's story in my community. Like, I was always able to be who I was. I knew who I was and what I was at a very, very, very early age. And I was never ostracized about it. I was embraced. People loved on me. People respected the fact that I owned that part of me at such an early age. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, my family held position in organizations, and my grandmother was a revolutionary. So it's like, I was kind of like, even if he a fool, you can't touch him. You know, that's that privilege going on. But even outside of that, like, I was a hellraiser, so people didn't really want to bother me in that space. But what I will say, to circle back to your question, is coming into heteronormative spaces as an artist, I think that it's shocking when you first see me, but after you hear what I'm talking about, it's like, it clicks and it registers, and then I'm embraced and I'm loved. I find it more challenging breaking into queer music spaces.
Really?
Absolutely, because like you said, I don't fit in a particular box or genre. So when you hear gay rapper, you hear Hot Boy Flynn, you hear Saucy Santana, you hear that, and I couldn't be anything other than that. You know what I mean? I speak of love in a very ambiguous way. I'm not a sexually ostentatious person by nature, so I don't communicate that in my music. Even though I can high kick and jump split and do backflips, I ain't popping ass in the camera. Like, it's not innately a part of who I am from an authentic place, so I don't try to be that type of artist. And unfortunately, in queer spaces, when you have queer artists, that is the type of rap that they're used to and they want to hear. And it's actually like, to me personally, not gonna hold nobody if that's y'all, the male Nickies and the male Lil Kims, like, you know, shout out to y'all, but like, I'm not with
you know, that's not your jam.
Not at all.
Yeah.
That ain't my shit.
And I think it's so beautiful to be able to recognize that and still be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the issue right now that we have just in music in general. It doesn't matter what the genre is. It's because I do this and I don't like that you do that. I do this and you do this. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much negative tension in the industry. Everybody can eat. And it's so frustrating because the table is so big.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all a story. Which camera am I in? Because I'm ghetto, I gotta ask which camera is. Okay? In the center one. Listen, y'all. I met Jahari at this small bar up north. Remember this?
Safari.
My husband was performing. And this man just walked in, he lit up the room, and he was just so kind. And for me, you matched my energy. Because I'm somebody who, I'm gonna support you. Even if I don't know you, even if you suck, even if I'm the only person standing up there for you, there's an energy exchange that happens when we're on stage. And so many people don't know that, or they don't care for it. And when we met, it was an immediate click. You and Vet got really close, you know what I'm saying? Like, we became family immediately. Fast forward some time, I recently had my comeback show behind the microphone, and I needed somebody. I was like, Jahari, I need a keyboardist. And he's like, okay, try this person. And then that person ended up blessing me with the cousins, right? So it just became a proof that the table can be big enough. We technically rock with the same band right now. We rock with the same band.
We have the same band, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the hippies and the cousins, because they're the same people.
They're the same people.
But like the idea of you being able to just give love like that, I think is so beautiful, and it really just, you should be very proud of that being a superpower.
Thank you.
Because so many people don't have that.
I'm a fan first, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'd be so excited to be in the room and experience other people's artistry because, again, like you said, it is an energy exchange. And a lot of people, especially as performers, don't understand, people outside of the realm of performing don't understand that when you on that stage, you need somebody right there hyping it up and getting it loud and clapping and cheering it on. And like you said, that's a very, very small venue. All I remember is you and Beck coming in there, guns blazing with the banners and everything. And I just saw it's funny that you said that you saw me in you, because I saw myself in you as well.
Oh.
In the front, not just for your husband and your friends and the people who you were familiar with, but literally for everybody, cheering them on, clapping. Once you get the hook in your head, you singing the songs, and then you had the audacity to get up there with him, and then y'all rock that out. I'm like, this my tribe right here. Like, I really felt like I had my people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was by no mistake that I believe that God is intentional.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I occupied that space with the collective of people, but I did not release my first single on all streaming platforms until I did it with Young Vet.
Wow.
So had God not led me into that place to have the interaction with you, because make no mistake about it, even our interaction impacted he and I's interaction.
Yeah.
And it was because of that like so much like positive things have transpired in the course of the relationship, but we didn't walk into that space haphazardly. So I'm just as thankful.
Oh my gosh, my heart. Y'all, that's not to hype up my husband. That's not what that was, just to let y'all know. But like, I didn't know that. I didn't realize this was the first single to be out, even though you have been working on this
even
already.
Though I have been working.
Wow, that's beautiful. In one of your interviews, you had, excuse me, referred to your style as sonic healing.
Yes.
And I thought that was just such a beautiful way to sew that together. When it comes to visuals, so being a creative director versus being the performer, is there a switch that happens?
Absolutely. Because it goes from what I want according to me versus what somebody else's vision according to how I perceive it. So I can hear a song and I got a whole treatment of the video of how I see it in my head, but I have to make sure that the artist is happy. I have to make sure that things aesthetically make sense. I have to make sure that they're able to operate in the confines of the budget or whatever it is that they have. I can have all these grandiose ideas, but at the end of the day, it has to make sense for the person who's performing it. So I have total control as me, myself, as an artist and an individual. But when I'm a creative director, I'm trying to bring forth somebody else's vision. So it is like, I have to.
Was that difficult? Did you have to learn that first off? Did you have to learn how to?
I think that so the Bible says that all things work together for the good of those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. So I know that artistry has always been my purpose. So that's me walking according to my purpose, and all things working for the good is just all my creative things that I had experienced up until that point were predecessors for where I currently am now. So I had already did the training in boot camp by being around drag queens and knowing what things supposed to visually look like. Listening, having my mother play Sade and Shaka Khan and Keith Sweat, and then me finding Jagged Edge and Jay-Z and Britney Spears. Like I know what things are supposed to sound like. I know what things are supposed to look like. And I had all that lived experience that led me to that moment, because again, nothing is happening haphazardly.
Come on. Man, don't start, because I was trying not have church, right? I was trying not to have church.
We can have church for me.
Because I know, and we'll be here forever. But I think there's something so beautiful and so, I'm going to use humble, because right now in my head I'm playing, if you guys didn't see his interview with Gotti, Young Gotti, right?
Gotti's World.
Gotti's World, please go check it out. It's a great interview. The conversation was just beautiful. Y'all ended up having a little bit of church moment too.
Absolutely.
But y'all spoke about the word humble, broke it down, and then you chewed it up and spat it back and was like, this is what it is. He's so grand that you you are so tiny and minute, right? There is something about you being able to walk in knowing that music and artistry and being a creative is who you are, what you are. It's just the way you're embedded, and also be able to walk through that, say I'm a rapper and go, I love God. You understand what I'm saying? Being a gay man, I love God. Because apparently those two aren't supposed to, I'm about to make some people mad. Listen, y'all about to be mad. Loved you, bye-bye. Because you can't tell me that the God that I serve is all loving and he can't love you. Why?
Or he can't find space for me.
Right. He can't hear you.
He created it. He knows everything and knew who I was before I was formed in my mother's womb. But he can't love me as I am. That don't make sense. But that ain't something that's just like the world, like outside of my community. That's inside my community. Like they don't fathom that at all. And I look at like just operating in society. It's like I got 3 strikes already against me. Coming through the door. I'm black, I'm gay, and you got the nerve. You have the nerve to be black and gay and a Christian. But it's 3 badges of honor that I wear proudly because I think that black and brown people are some of the most amazing people in this world. I think that the way that we persevere and when we get into situations where we're able to have the resources, we thrive in a way that no other race can. I believe that queer people are the most beautiful, creative people in this world. And there is nothing that resonates more with people as a whole than love. And that is what Christianity and God is to me. Before everything, it is love. So, you better
mix that gumbo up in there, okay? And I just think it's important for you to have a spiritual standing, right? Like for people in general, not necessarily you, but like people in general, I believe that there's something about being able to be like, my flesh is fucking me up right now, but I know that God got it. You know what I'm saying? There's something that's so important to me. Listen, I told you we're gonna have church. Let me go back.
Listen, you ain't got to. You could do that with me. This the 3rd season. You could do that with me. It's the 3rd season. You could do that with me.
Can I just tell you that manifestation promise? Listen. Kill the stigma of mental health is very real, very serious, and very important. If you need to get some help and you need somebody to help you try to at least find somebody, please reach out to me because we'll figure it out somehow. We got to find you a therapist. It's important. Or find you an outlet the way you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's perfect. Everybody needs somebody. So please, please, please. But I had told me, she asked me how I felt about season 3. And she was like, are you excited? I'm like, I'm excited. I'm scared. And she's like, why are you scared? I was like, because what if it goes wrong? And she's like, okay, not to be dismissive, but you're faith-driven. And you can't,
they don't work.
You're scared of, how should she say you're scared of the promise that manifested. Didn't you ask him for this? And I was like, lady, we was 5 minutes into the session, so you had to talk to me like that. She was like, how you gonna be surprised at what you asked for? Your father's job is to do for you.
You have not because you asked.
Exactly. And so that I really am the hashtag for the rest of the season, rest of the year is going to be promise manifested, because it is that. Like, we trust God and then he does, and we're just like, oh man, you did it. Yeah, you were supposed to do it because I asked you to and you said you would. Duh. Right? Like, you and your story. I wish more people knew your story.
Can I tell it?
Yes.
All right. So before there was a rapper, before there was a dancer, there was a little boy who was molested. There was an adolescent who was raped. There was a teenager that left the house at a very, very early age. There was a young adult who fell headfirst into substance abuse. And had it not been for my faith and my faith alone, I would not be sitting here with you right now. When we initially started to have this conversation, we were talking about family dynamic. And you asked about sonic healing and what that was for me. It's taboo in our community to talk to therapists and mental health people. So I just took you through a literal journey of the things that I experienced before I had even turned 18, and we're not even going to talk about the physical, emotional, and psychological abuse that went into all of that. And not having the tools to process that. So all I had was my art and my faith. And once I realized what my gift was and what my contribution to this world would be, and standing on the words that your gift will make a way for you, all I had to do was walk in that. And I started to walk in that, and not only did it heal me, it started to heal the people around me. They will hear the words and it'll resonate with them. They'll see me speaking on platforms, or they'll see posts of things that I've written, and then they'll hit me in my inbox like, hey, I experienced that too, and I went through that too. So when you get so much of that, it just makes you very, very intentional about the way that you're communicating and the messages that you're conveying, not just in music, but in the way that you're showing up in any space that you occupy. So I'm just always real cognizant of that. I want people to see a light when they see me. I want the God in me to resonate in people all the time, because you never know when you're encountering people what they're experiencing. So if my gift to this and my contribution to this world is artistry, then I need for my artistry to impact people in such a way that they can say, you know what, this is what I took away from that, and I'm able to go out into the world and hopefully be a better person.
Yes. Listen, I apologize. I should have started with the trigger warning for anybody who, I'll put it in the caption. But thank you for sharing that for people, because I think it's important for people to hear these things, for us to share our truths. I believe an artist's responsibility is to make people not feel alone. Our responsibility, no matter what your genre is, no matter what your style of art is, to make somebody not feel alone, and that includes yourself. We have a responsibility to ourselves and for the fans. So I thank you for sharing that, and I'm so excited to continue to see you grow, because honey, the way you've just been, the man is busy. Yo, what are you doing after this? Tell the people what you're doing after this.
So we got a show at the Wild Hair, a Jay-Z tribute concert going on at the Wild Hair, 2610 North Halsted. Please come. They got bomb-ass Jamaican food.
They do got bomb-ass food.
The Hippies / Cousins / Meatloaf, the band that she and I share.
Today is yours. Today they're yours.
They mine today. They the hippies today. We getting up there. We gonna do our thing at 9:30. We doing a Jay-Z tribute concert.
Okay, he busy, y'all. He's gonna go from interview to performance to, you know, another thing tomorrow morning. Like, the man is busy, y'all. I booked him busy. Be sure to book him, or at least try to. Do it today, because then, you know, you're gonna have to wait 3 months.
And yesterday's price ain't today's price, so you know you better get on it.
Okay, I know you better get it today. I want to talk about the Window EP. What is it? What?
So the Jahari window is an actual psychological process, and I did not know this. But it's literal. My name is actually Jahari, but they spell it with the O instead of an A. And it's a 4-grid of how you see yourself, how people see you, how you perceive others, and how others perceive you. So as I was, it was COVID, the whole world was on lockdown, and I was feeling really inspired without having any direction. So I'm like, shit, I'm just gonna write about how I'm feeling about everything that's going on. And as I was writing the project, it turned into something very introspective. It was weird, because it's literally the concept of the Jahari window is how others view you viewing yourself. And I literally started out this project writing as a communication to other people. It ended up writing like totally about myself.
Come on, come on. Sometimes I told you it's our responsibility for others and ourselves.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to another single, the whole project being out. What's
So
the plan?
the goal is to have the project out by the end of the year.
Okay.
I initially, so Starships was the lead single. Shout out to Young Vet, my brother, who's on that single with me. And after Starships, Moon Vibes and Astral Projection followed those. And people were able, once upon a time, to stream Astral Projection and Moon Vibes, but we won't get into why they can't anymore, but it is coming back out.
It'll be back.
And the only reason that I'm pushing the project back a little bit is that I have some other things kind of in the woodworks. I got a residency coming up at the Wild Hair that we're going to be doing consistently. I'm working with a couple of other musicians. Shout out to Hassan and to Andrew. We got some shit cooking in the pot. So like the live performative aspects of being an artist is really kind of taking over right now, that I haven't really been in the studio or like writing for nobody else.
Do you prefer it? Do you prefer being on stage or
Yes.
in the studio? Yeah, right?
Yes.
It's so delicious.
Yes, it is.
It's delicious to be on stage.
It's delicious to be on stage.
And I think there's something so exciting about how excited you look, telling all the things that you're doing, right? Because you know what you've experienced in your life. and what you're experiencing now. And I'm just so happy that you kept going and that you know, 10 toes down in faith and, you know, kicking high in music. So I'm here for it and so excited about it. I wanted to talk about just a little bit. Shout out to your mom, okay? First of all, shout out Mama Hippie, okay?
Hey, Mama.
Because she is probably sweeter than you. Like, she was just, every single time I've run into her, she has just been the sweetest person, but also don't fuck with her.
Please.
Like, she's very much that as well. In a few of your interviews, you also spoke about your grandmother. I just wanted to take a moment to just talk about the women in your life and what their influence was to you.
So shout out to my mother, Guana Stamps, and my grandmother, Marion Stamps, but not just them. My auntie Sharon, my auntie Justice, my auntie Tracy, my auntie Renetta. My grandmother had 5 girls, so I grew up in a household with 5 very, very strong, very, very different women. My mother was a middle child. My mother was the one that was in the streets. My mother was also not just my mother, but a mother to the community. She was the one that really, really took my grandmother's mantle of it takes a village to raise a child very, very seriously. And I'm the middle grandchild, so I feel like I got, like my grandmother's spirit went to my mother, and my mother's in the middle, and then my mother transferred it over to me. So I feel like I inherited that. My mother's amazing, one of the strongest people that I know. You know what I mean? We didn't, I didn't know we were poor until I was away from home and like really recognized like where I had come from. Because we always had the best of everything living where we live. You know what I mean? And just the values that my grandmother instilled in us, being a revolutionary and being a social justice activist and being proud of being black and brown and fighting and using your voice to stand up against oppressive systems was something that resonated in me as a very, very young age. Like, so
gives me chills. It gives me chills, the idea. It's so important to not be silenced.
Yes.
And it's beautiful that so many of your tribe, is what I think respectfully I can call them, put into you and your siblings. Like, just to be able to know that you don't have to be silenced. Somebody don't like it, they could walk away. Or it could be a conversation, right? It has to be one of the two. Either you're gonna keep it pushing or we're gonna talk about it. And even if we don't end up agreeing, I respect you enough to have the conversation. And so that's beautiful. Do you put staying out loud into your music? Do you feel like that comes out in music?
I feel like it comes out more with me on stage than me actually.
Really?
Yes. Well, okay, so I'm lying. I'm lying because the next single that's gonna come out from the Jahari window is a song called Intergalactic Groove Me. It's a house music song featuring Khadijah Grace. Shout out to Khadijah Grace. Pressure Point Studios and GBB. But it's a house hip-hop fusion song, and the beat kind of ride like a Vogue beat, so I guess that'll be my first. That was the song that they played on Gotti's podcast, and it was the wrong song. Imagine nobody knows that was not the song that I said.
Y'all got an exclusive. They played the wrong
but
song.
I got a lot of feedback off of that song.
I'm just kidding.
So that's my first kind of soiree into something that's not so serious and it's a bit more light. But when I say it, it comes out when I perform. Because I'll get up there and like, depending on how that drum or those strings are flowing, these hips will get to moving. Like I'm very like, I'm who I am anyway, but like it really, really comes out when I'm on stage. So,
I love it. I'm so excited, like I said, for everything that you're doing. And don't let Billy be on the drums, man. Because Jahari gonna be all over that stage. Listen, be sure if you're able to, if you're watching live today, August 17th, right? August 17th. Go to the Wild Hair. You're on at what time?
At 9:30.
At 9:30, but the doors are already open.
They already
So y'all can take YouTube on the phone, get in the car. Don't be on the phone in the car. Like, put it down. Y'all not gonna get me arrested because you got arrested. Wait a minute. But please, 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 go check out Jahari and the Hippies because you need to experience that in life. People need to experience you, okay?
Likewise.
You are an experience.
Can we talk about you a little bit? Because I was so humbled and so happy to see you get back in front of that microphone and sing your music, and you've not done it once but twice. And I remember taking back to that first initial conversation where we were having conversations about your artistry. Like, you were so apprehensive about getting back out there, so to see you getting back out here in the way that you are, it's like a blessing to me, and I'm so proud.
Don't do that. My lashes is activated.
Yeah, they activated.
They do that. Well, I think for a second to break off for a moment. When you said that after your surgery, you were just so devastated and you couldn't even like really function on which way to go. I had vocal surgery. So I had to go through the same thing of being quiet. So first of all, I talk way too damn much and I talk very loud, not just like on some revolutionary shit, but like just naturally my volume is loud and I sing. I was stripped from all of those things. So who the fuck am I? That's exactly what that went like. And I ended up having to be quiet for longer than anticipated. Whatever. Being back on did something to my spirit that I wouldn't even be able to explain. Like I recently almost lost my life and it forced me to be like, yo, we gotta get this shit together, bro. So then it became, what's the quickest way I can make some money? You get behind the stage. Am I ready to get back on the microphone? And then I got back on. And then it was like, okay, well now I have to do this 100 billion million more times. So I thank you for witnessing it and for being so much a part of the behind the scenes. Thank you.
I love you.
Okay, we on season 3. I'm not gonna mess up my lashes. Listen, we're gonna go to my favorite part. We're going to the favorite part of the show because I'm not fooling with you right now, Jahari the hippie. Now, okay, I'm good. Those of you new to the show, those of you new to the Yellow Wall of Goodness, there is a game on this show. It's called You Don't Know, You Don't Know, You Don't Know. Ultimately, it's a song association game. So the rules are you will have 10 seconds, not 11, not 9, 10 seconds to figure out a song with the word that I give you either in it or in the title.
Okay.
I love when people sing whatever song they're doing, but you could just say it if you want to be boring.
Okay.
Now, boxing has their ringside girls.
Okay.
I have a buzzer babe.
Okay.
Who goes by Melanie Hunt. So if you get it wrong under your or over your 10 seconds, you're gonna hear, and that means you're then not get the point.
Okay.
Currently, season 1. You know, I need to go back and look to see who won season 2. But season 1 champion is Young Vet, and I always give props to Toné Houston. Shout out Toné Houston, who took over my game show and remade the rules and considered herself to be a champion.
Oh, okay.
Vet hates that I share the crown with her because he's like, she didn't even win. But you know, I'm fair. So, are you ready to play? You don't know.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. You don't get to help him, by the way. I forgot to say that because then I'll be having bandmates like, hey, sing this song. No, you can sing the song when you on the Yellow Wall of Goodness. Mel, are you ready? All righty. Your first word, Mr. Hippie, is think.
You better think.
Okay.
What you trying to do to me?
See?
You better think.
Easy.
Yeah. That was an easy word.
You're welcome, okay? Never.
Never ever have I ever felt so low. If you're gonna take me out of this black hole.
I love it. How about away?
Away. I spread my wings and I learn how to fly. I do what it takes till I touch the sky. I make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away.
I love to see what songs artists come with. First of all, Kelly Clarkson, I'm going to be on her show. She's going to be on mine. Like, I'm claiming all of that. Hey, Kelly girl.
Hey, girl.
Okay, well, you killing it so far. Maybe you're going to be the champion this season. How about no, as in KNOW?
And I know, 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 and I know. I know what you like, you love. I'm doing that tonight.
Hello. Lucky.
And they say she's so lucky.
I was like, if he don't do Brittany.
She's a star, but that's because you know me. You know that's my favorite.
Brittany, when you see this, please call Jahari.
Please call me.
Because he needs to be in your circle.
I got you, girl.
He'll creative direct some shit for you.
Choreograph.
Just all of that, everything.
Get you together.
How about light?
Light. As I recall, I know you love to show off, but I never thought that you would take it this far. What do I know? Flashing lights.
Dang, I think I gave you too many easy ones. How about moon?
I don't even wanna front, I don't even wanna lie.
Killing it.
Since we walked up in the club, I've been giving you the eye. You could dance if you want, get it cracking if you like. Must be a full moon, like one of those nights.
First of all, Brandy also, hey girl.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, cause
I already know.
Dang, all of these are easy. Why did I get all the easy words for you? Did we do because? How about because?
Because of you.
Kelly out here saving you. She out here saving you. How about tomorrow?
You are the sun that I need, baby. You are the sun that I see. Come see it to you. You are the 4 seasons of my life. But maybe tomorrow I'll change your mind, girl. Jackson 5 for the ones who don't know.
First of all, I am upset. I feel like we're going to have to give Jahari back on the show. Because, like, how are you killing this so well? But, like B-U-T.
But, oh shit.
Oh shit, I jinxed him.
But, it's like break, and I know it's there.
Oh, he got his first one wrong.
And I know it's there.
Oh no, what do you got? What do you got? What do you have for butt? B-U-T.
It's like.
How about we can go back to the easy one?
No, we don't gotta be easy.
Oh, okay, we're gonna say you cannot use Music Soul Child. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
Your word is love.
Love. I love you. Sherry Dennis,
Nice.
I love you.
Dang. I'm gonna give you 2 more.
We got a visit. That's
Shout out to Just B.
Shout out to Just B.
If y'all don't know Brandon Dotson, please look up his
That's my brother.
music
He better be on his way to the wild hair.
and his interview. Your word is, you can't use Pharrell and you can't use the nursery rhyme. Your word is happy.
Happy. All I really want is to be happy. Is to find a love that's mine. It'll be so sweet.
Listen, I'm sick of him. Forget it, okay? Just forget it.
Hey, I was trying to be the champ. I wasn't thinking, I'm like, man, I'm going to get on him this game. I'm not going to have none wrong. And I just got toppled by butt.
Dang, by butt. He's going to be back in the comments like, listen, this song. Right. This song. Well, Jahari, thank you so much for hanging out with me on the Yellow Wall. I'm excited because please don't go anywhere. We are not done yet. You're about to do a little performance for us, yeah?
Yeah, a little 1 2 1 2.
All right, well, thank you for coming on. Is there anything you want to tell the people before we do the flip?
I want to just say thank you to JOLIN, 773 Songbird Sessions, Mel, the whole Logan Square creative team for having me here. I think that what you're doing is amazing. Keep pushing, keep striving, and your voice wasn't taken away. God needed to put a stronger voice right there, so own that and walk in that.
Yeah, I gotta go fix my lashes. We'll be right back. I love you, Jahari.
I love you too.
But we play, you don't know.
ROSARIO, that's me, yeah.
Your word is friend.
Thank you so much. No problem. No, you good, baby. I got my block.
Welcome to the show.
Just a conversation amongst friends, yeah?
773Songbird.
I want all the artists to say.
What's the latest?
Your word is catch.
I'm falling and I can't get up. AARP, catch me.
What?
That was good.
Anyway, okay.
Donate alcohol too.
We definitely accept alcohol.
Marijuana, if you got that also.
Now wait a minute. Now I didn't say that. That's not what I said. Season 3 of 773 Songbird Sessions. Hey, happy Wednesday. It's your girl JOLIN Rosario coming to you live from the studio. Kind of. You know this is pre-recorded, this little commercial here, because I'm over here backstage running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get this performance to be beautiful. Because, honey, this artist is about to kill the mic. You know we don't play here at 773 Songbird Sessions. Anyways, I want to let you guys know that your ad could go here. Please, if you own or operate a business and you're interested in some marketing promotional tools, reach out to me at 773songbirdsessions@gmail.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment this video, of course. But if you're curious to see how your ad could look, check out this awesome reel by Make Ready Media. Don't go nowhere. We're not done. JOLIN Rosario, that's me, yeah, yeah. JOLIN, 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 JOLIN Rosario, that's me. 773 Songbird Sessions. Welcome to the show. I'm just here to let you know that it's time. It's time. Have
a seat so we can talk. How you been? What's going on? Let me know what's on your mind. Yellow wall of goodness for the game and conversation. Gray wall of goodness to show what it is you're made of. I'm so grateful for you being on the show tonight.
Welcome to the show.
If you want your lashes activated and your hair to look as fly as mine, be sure to follow my girl Melanie Hunt at MelanieHunt_MUAH. That's Melanie Hunt _mwah. See y'all soon. Are you a fan of 773 Songbird Sessions and have been wondering, where can I get merch? Well, don't look any further because you can get it right here. 773Songbirdsessions.com. Get a shirt, get a hat, get a mug, get an interview with me, baby. Holla at me. My name is JOLIN Rosario. Welcome to the show.
Rosario, that's me, yeah. Jolin, 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 Jolin Rosario, that's me.
773 Songbird Sessions.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy JAHARI the Hippie, and guess what? You can catch me on 773 Songbird Sessions with JOLIN Rosario. It's all going down at the Logan Square Creative Studio. It's going to be an amazing time, an amazing conversation, and an amazing performance. So if you haven't liked and subscribed to the 773 Songbirds channel, then what the heck are you waiting for?
The Semetics was pathetic. Apex with my shit, so I never sweat it.
What's up, everybody? I'm JAHARI the Hippie, and today I got with me Hassan Govan. We're going to give you all a very stripped down version of what it is that we do. And if you want the whole live experience, you are more than welcome to come and see us at the Wild Hair at 9:30.
Lucid dreams and starships take us up and away. I'm seeing visions and kaleidoscope. Tricks our minds will play. I see the sun cloud on that night. I still go from the flashing lights. I still go from the flashing lights. I can feel my feet begin to rise up off the ground. Faster than the speed of light, so fast won't hear a sound. Won't you take me, make me, grab my hand, oh baby, let's go. Go to the moon, we can go to a place that lies in between the stars and take over this place from afar. Our heads in the sky now. We fly now. Go to the moon. We can go to a place lies in between the stars and take over this place from afar. Our heads in the sky now. Here we go. Hey, go. She don't believe in shooting stars, but she believe in shoes and cars. Wood floors in the new apartment. Cool tours from the store's department. You more like a love the star shit. I'm more of the trips to Florida. Order views from the water, straight from the page of your favorite author. And the weather's so breezy. Man, why can't life always be this easy? She's in the mirror dancing so sleazy. I get a call like, where are you, hippie? They try to hit you with the oldie whoppy till I got flashed by the paparazzi. Damn, these people got me. I hate these people more than a Nazi. You know you love the show off, but I never thought that you would take it this far. What do I know? Flashing lights, lights, lights. What do I know? Flashing lights, lights, lights. I recall, you know you love the show off, but I never thought that you would take it this projector, a spiritual connection to my real ancestors. Sending down wise words to protect us, being great in this world when this world won't let us. But we were chosen, a people with many stripes, and we wasn't built to break, so who wins the fight? It's an everlasting battle of who's wrong or right. Dark days came, so rejoicing in the light of night. A blessing for all of my team. We rise to ascension on ultralight beams. They want to call it the American dream, but it's fraud to that statement, so you tell me what that really means. I present you with the antidote. I quote scriptures in my rhymes, so you never take me for a joke. Proceed with caution with these words I spoke. Hey, and now my people go.
As I recall, you know you love the show off, but I never thought that you would take it this far. What do I know?
Like Mercury rising, our heads in the sky now. Up and we high now, we fly
As I
now.
recall, you know you love the show off, but I never thought that we would take it this far. What do I know?
Like Mercury rising, our heads in the sky now. Up and we high now, we fly now.
Thank you for everybody watching. Thank you for the opportunity to perform on this platform. I want to give a big shout out to JOLIN, ROSARIO, 773 Songbird Sessions, Logan Square Creative. So this next song, we're gonna do it. As you can see, we're spitting original stuff in the key of songs that you are familiar with. So this next song is called Astral Projection. It's done in the key of You Got Me by The Roots and Erykah Badu.
My choices in astral projection, and suddenly I learned my lesson. All alone in this cold world, no direction, yet I lack direction. Ran in circles by my own reflection. Rise to occasion, but I'm never getting what's the point. Empty while I try to find the joy in what that really means. Bright beams, light beams, star streams, big dreams. Pressure from the blast to blow them niggas out they skinny jeans. I was confused by these thoughts, I'm thinking what's the measure? I found the solace in my solitude, my mental treasure. After the storm came, I'm pacing through this violent weather. Wasn't built to break just like a diamond. I emerged from pressure, got your attention. The moment I mention, I rise to ascension. Like in air suspension, I'm dreaming. Like an out of world being, I see my reflection now. Astral projection now. I said feeling like getting lost in it. I feel I'm rising into the air suspension. But when I drop my pride into my soul rises, I feel like flying like a fly back home. To places I can call my own. Listen, just close your eyes and open your mind and visualize what is deeper inside. Uncover the lies, shed light to the dark. Discover the pride, igniting the spark. Depart from all these earthly trials and tribulations. The day that I was birthed became my inspiration. Indication for the rising of a majesty. No more ignoring all the gifts I knew I had in me. Could it be this elevation of my soul has got me? Painting pretty pictures in this conversation probably. Capturing my cosmography will take some light years. Forward motion rotating the right gears. Despite fears, despite tears, that's right here for my peers. And we gon' make it. And only moving in unity can we take it higher. Real love's desire, gifted with the fire. Real love's desire, gifted with the fire. I say, if you were worried about where I've been or who I saw or what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw or what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw or what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me.
Thank y'all.
Okay. All right. So the last song I'm gonna do for you all has become one of my favorite songs. It's a song that my band does for a warm up. And you all are gonna get a very stripped down version of this song. But if you all would like to hear us do it in its fullness, you are more than welcome to join us at the Wild Hair. 9:30 we go on stage. Once again, shout out to Young Vet, JOLIN, ROSARIO, 773Songbird, Logos, great creative for you all having me. This is good and plenty. And like I said, this is my warm-up song, but I love this song so much. So I'm gonna say it, if y'all don't get out y'all way. Good and plenty like a Georgia peach tree, big and sweet, tweak behind the scenes, running down your knees. Water flooding me, feeling. I took my tea, I looked over to the left. I think we should let it rain tonight. Don't stop rushing, gotta slip and slide. Don't stop running, got enough supply. See, wake up and repeat. Listen, you get every little bit. You ain't never seen a drip like this. Heaven at your fingertips. Don't you let a minute slip. Just say you have me. Oh, taste and see. Hope you don't sleep on me, 'cause I've got good and plenty. Hey. In mapping all the spaces in between, it's magic when I taste you in the bean. An average day is spent all in the sheets. Emphatic when I tell you what you mean to me. Ay. The chemistry, the intimate memories. Every time I give you all my energy. Infamous, never sleep. We break it down like this. Say you have me. Oh, taste and see. Hope you don't sleep. Good and plenty. I see no this before in my mind. All I ask you take is sweet time. Roam around and see what you find. Long as I can call it mine. Oh, I can give you everything you dream about. Let me be the one to reassure you that you'll never run out. Listen, ever since the day you left, I'm losing control and it's killing me. Memories of what we had, nothing else really matter but you and me. Been up for days, no sleep, so I try to find a comfort in the colorful haze. And when the high wear off, this shit feel crazy. Patience, you are the one for me, so it's no choice. I got nothing but time, so you know that I'm waiting. I will sit here for eternity, trusting me. You can fall back. You rocking with greatness. What is you saying? Living without you right here, need to stop playing. Just listen to the words that I'm saying. You make me feel amazing. Say you have me. Oh, taste and see. Hope you don't sleep on me, 'cause I've got good and plenty. One more time, I hear you singing with me. One more
time. I'm going to steal your mic, if that's okay.
I am Jahari the Hippie. You can find me on all platforms, from streaming to social media, under Jahari the Hippie, JAHARITHEHIPPIE on everything.
Wow. Jahari, thank you so much for coming on. We out here feedbacking. You played and sang that, didn't he, y'all? Y'all better put some fire emojis in the chat. Be sure, if you're seeing this today on August 17th and you're in Chicago, go to the Wild Hair, see Jahari and the Hippies on the stage. They're going to kill it doing the Jay-Z tribute. Thank you so much for coming on the Yellow and Gray Wall of Goodness. My name is JOLIN Rosario. Be sure to do something today to make you smile. Until next time, y'all. Peace.